Hello. So this is just another recording of my general, I guess my thoughts or like a commentary of what I'm thinking and what I'm trying to do for a tier 4 fractals and challenge modes. I've joined a group with the like cryptic essence title requirement and we're going to try and do the 100 cm. How that goes, fingers crossed it goes well, but the 100 cm can be a bit of a tricky one for groups that are like inexperienced or have a lower DPS. So me personally, I am gonna actually try and have to practice or try and have to focus up a little bit, because I guess I am not the craziest player. I mean, if you've watched any videos, that being the last video, it's kind of like I'm pretty scrappy, to be honest, in terms of how locked in my rotation is. I think my strength is that I like to learn the fight and the fractal, but my button pressing can definitely use some work. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Cool, enable the challenge mode. Let me make sure I've got all my pods ready. I feel like when I join these groups, which are a bit more of a, I guess like a sweatier group, it's a bit like, I like how it makes me feel like, alright, this is time to lock in, you know. For the 100 cm, you're gonna run through this to the right. You know, you can avoid a lot of these balls by just parkouring effectively, I guess. And then here, typically they're going to activate the nodes and people are going to kill them, but if you are a gamer, you can dodge and then interact, and it just breaks the whole mechanic. And this fractal is kind of, you just do this. So there's no avatars that actually spawn, and there's no pressure. Like, you could solo this whole room by yourself if you really had to, because yeah, there's no ads that spawn. Like, the only risk is that one of these is going to drop on your head, or maybe that you have the flux bomb instability and it murks you because you get a flux bomb on you. But yeah, you dodge and then interact, and yeah, these guys have GG'd because basically you GG, you come back to the start here and it will, yeah, you run to the left now and do the same thing. It can be a bit tricky because these hands are now here, and if you've got toxic trail, the hands actually they drop a lot of toxic trail everywhere all the time. So you can do this again. So it looks like this. I think I'm gonna die. I DPS or Q DPS? I don't really know. I wasn't watching the chat. Black DPS. Okay, heal Q heal. All right. Okay, I assume I'm just chilling. Typically, the strat for this fractal on the final boss, like this isn't the final boss here. Oh, we got some food. Love it. What is that? Is that Condi food? Oh, healing food. Alrighty. These middle bosses, you know, if you got some decent, I don't know, DPS, decent knowledge of their attacks, can just kind of dodge a lot of their attacks. Like this, you just dodge. I like to dodge towards the front of it. This one I can hammer for and block. It's really the same attacks as on the challenge mode or the wing or raid. Yeah, when they're grouped up like this, it's a bit harder. Oh, we got oil. Yeah, I got knocked away. It's a bit harder when they're grouped up, but then you can do big cleave, you know? And then standing in the oil is bigger heal pressure, but I have no brain cells, so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to hammer auto-attack all day. Block this. Someone heal. Oh, the firebrand is. Oh, that's, you definitely want to stand out. 2 oils is probably a too much, but we are fortunate because it looks like the other one just went away. Alrighty, one guy left. One of these big boys. Okay, yeah, it's pretty similar to the strike mission. Like, balls come down on you, just dodge out of it. I'm targeted, you know, so I should probably run this away because I don't even know what this guy does. I believe maybe he powers up the boss if he reaches the boss, but who knows? Alright. That is the first boss. It's probably not the stopping point for a lot of groups. The stopping point for a lot of groups is the next guy, Eparch. Yeah, this final dude, you see that guy up there? What a devious man. There's an ad phase, so generally we clear the ads at the start. I'm just gonna bring CC right now in case we don't reset. Pushing them. They're pushing these guys. Yeah, in case we don't reset, I'm gonna put on the CC now. I like to bring a lot of CC to this fight because Eparch, it's a big mechanic in this fight. Is he will steal the balls. Similar to the normal mode, you got these balls floating around the arena, and these balls will like empower you or empower Eparch if he steals them from you. Am I just whacking the boss? I think so. Yeah. Alright, this is slam, dodge a little bit early. You take when red grabber has 20 stacks. Alrighty. See, every attack on this fractal, I'm pretty sure the success rate really increases if you can stack effectively. Dodge, and every attack, it's like you want to dodge a little bit early. Third shockwave, I'm going to dodge through. He likes to run around a lot, and if you are a scrapper, this is where you like having a lot of CC. I'm just going to use every CC button that I can. At 65% though, Eparch is going to phase and these ads will spawn. The main thing that we're talking about with these balls, and the main thing that's important, is that the person collecting gluttony has at least, I think 12 stacks is generally a good place to be. This is the gluttony attack. You see that? He launches out gluttony. This guy is at, I see, 4 stacks. So we probably want to slow, but I don't think we are. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's alright. Let's see how we go. Often, if you are playing gluttony and you need someone to slow, it's good to call it, but I don't know if we're actually going to have any issues. We seem to be doing a lot of damage. These walls, this guy will spawn these walls. And they knock you down. And then you got to close the rift. Geez, there's a lot going on in this fractal that I probably am not explaining very well. Yeah, these different incarnations of judgments or big champions that will spawn have different sort of abilities. The big dude that we killed first spawns these walls. The next guy had that, I believe it's the shockwave sort of closing in. And if those avatars, the little ones, not the champions, make it near Eparch, Eparch will eat them and he will get these stacks. So the main mechanic in this fight is don't let Eparch get any stacks. CC him as quickly as possible, because then when we just did that CC then, he's eating someone's stacks. He's actually given them the suck, which is a bit crazy that ArenaNet put that in the game, but he is. The more you play this fractal though, the better you see, the lower his stacks are controlled during the ad phases, the less threatening Eparch is. Like, when he has lots of stacks, he does crazy damage and he dishes out crazy conditions. I think someone is a juicer DPS. I don't think it's me, to be honest, because I haven't even used my ultimate ability a single time and I only just realized. That is that expanding AoE is like a boon corrupt. It's really good to dodge that. I'm just going to close this portal instantly because it will stop any of those spites from coming out of it. Hopefully, maybe I can show you what I mean by these spites. See, they were going to run around the walls. Rage DPS, I believe, helps closely. These are the avatars of spite, and they despawn when you close the portal. Last portal. See, at the 65% phase, there was 2 portals spawning ads. Now there's 3 portals spawning ads at 35%. And this guy's doing a great job of knocking them back, keeping them away from the center, because if they make it to Eparch, he's going to eat them. Here we go, we got another CC phase. I drop all my fields, do all my CC abilities. He does have 7 stacks of rage, so this is going to really hurt if you get hit by it now. Generally, it's not sort of the overall stacks, I believe, that are scary. It's sort of when he gets a lot of 1 stack. So if he gets like near 10 stacks of anything, it kind of hurts. Now I really want to be dodging out of that spin to win. Before, see, these guys are standing in it. They're brave. They must know the fractal better than I. But yeah, the all right. Let's see. Rage is still running for it. He's got 18 stacks. So next shockwave, I can probably start running for it. But 4%. I don't think we're even gonna make it to the next one. There you go. 100 CM. Very scary fractal for a lot of groups, but we cleared it first try. Actually impeccable by this group. Cool. And now granted, this is a title required group, so, you know, I could just be getting carried, you know, very possible. But, you know, we played that pretty clean. I don't think we got hit by a single slam or 4 like arrows attack. I highly recommend for that fractal with the dodge timings. I dodge a little bit earlier than I feel like I need to. You can even like, yeah, you can probably dodge a bit later, but for me, it's like the hitbox on a lot of those attacks are so disjointed that, you know, it's better to dodge earlier than it is to try and time it to the last possible moment. That's probably my piece of advice. And yeah, I think I explained the general phases of that. You know, you got to add phase at 65%, 35%. Gluttony wants at least 12 stacks before each phase. But and the main reason that is a lot of these are multi-hit classes on 100 CM do a lot of damage to the ads at that stage. They're just going. And so that's why you'll see a lot of classes like Reaper or Willbender being played, or even Scrapper like I'm playing on that fight. You see a lot of those classes being played specifically to take Gluttony stacks, the orange orb on the spin to win. Yeah, they're very, very strong for Gluttony DPS. And then Rage. Also, I think Scrapper is probably Scrapper and Reaper are probably the best picks. It's like a sustainable DPS. You got barrier application from the Scrapper, and the Reaper has a second health bar with the Shroud. So it's very nice because Rage increases your damage, like attack damage, and it also increases your damage taken. So you're very like a glass cannon essentially. This is a 99 CM now, Silent Surf. I have actually cleared it for today, but I did just join this group because I wanted to try and run through 100 CM. Yeah, so to be honest, we're gonna try and got all my food up. 4 minutes on the food. All right. On this opener, I'm gonna try and use every single one of my utilities effectively to try and get a strong opener. Yeah, that was pretty good actually. We got through everything. Oh, I'm 5. I thought I was 4. And I don't have a heal skill, but that's okay. Turn around. When there's only a couple of these aspects on the platform, you can sort of stay closer to the middle, and then the longer the fight goes on and the more aspects that spawn, the further out you're going to have to run to sort of evade the eyeballs. So you'll probably see that as the fight goes on, I'll start running to the edge of the platform instead of only running like halfway out. Cool. And for this fight, you know, Condi DPS is very preferred for 99 and 98 CM. Condi DPS is just really strong because of... I mean, why is it strong? Let me think. Like, is it... I believe maybe because of this. Like, there's so many spread mechanics. Similar to 98, there's a lot of spread mechanics, but... I never thought about why. I mean, probably spreads. I don't know. Either way, Harbinger's really good. Like, I'm playing Harbinger. Scourge is really good. What else is really good? Condi Virtuoso. Condi Virtuoso is actually probably my favorite one that I've been wanting to learn, but Harbinger is just too chill. 66%. We've got Islands. I think I got a tether somehow last second. Oh, he's got it. I think that's the healer. A bit rough if the healer gets a tether late because their DPS is low and they need to burn that island ad. But if it's heal Firebrand, they do have decent damage. Ooh! Oh no. Oh, that was insanely close. Alright, see now we got 4 aspects, so I'm running further out and I'm running away from his eyeball. He's on the island now in the middle phase. 66% to 33%. But I can still attack him as we're doing the spreads. So that is good. Alright, priority for Harbinger is, I mean, in a general sense, oh my gosh, that Hollowsmith cannon is so cool. Harbinger priority, yeah, alright, elixirs, number 1. Blood is power into Plague Signet combo. And then... Alright, he's going to an island, 10 away. Blood is power into Plague Signet, and then your pistol skills and Harbinger rotation. You kind of just want to pump through those as quickly as possible, you know? But yeah, I would say elixirs and then Blood is power, Plague Signet. You really want to be using those off cooldown. And the general pistol rotation is get through, use every single pistol skill, and try and use your pistol 2 twice. Then go into Shroud. And then after you exit Shroud, I believe, you possibly want to go into, do the same pistol rotation, and then, for instance, we're going to swap to like Sept the Dagger and go 3, 2, 5, and then do another Harbinger rotation. I'm dodging through that axe there. Be very careful not to just run through axes and die immediately from bleed stacks. So they give you so much bleeding very quickly if you're not paying attention. Here, it's a bit wacky, alright? I've got a tether, but we're hitting 33%. I'm gonna wait for them to get their tethers, see if I get a wacky one. And now I'm gonna go do my tether. Like, I'm not too sure what the best procedure here is, but you want to be careful. See that he disappeared before the island actually whatchamacallit was finished. And there I was at the platform for so long that it just teleported me back, so that's unfortunate. Alright, 33%. Spread mechanics have an eyeball on them. De-target it with escape, and I'm just going to face away. I'm holding right click. I am not turning around. I'm not using my heal elixir because I don't know where my cursor is right clicked, and if it's behind me, it will just turn me around. See there, it's in front of me, so it's not going to turn me around. But if your elixir is behind you, check this out. Like, I throw it behind me, it turns me around. So there's been many times where people, or myself included, have just elixired, and while holding right click, you think it's in front of you. If you're not certain, don't risk it, you know. Do not risk it, because it will just turn you around. And I believe there's also some classes, there's also some abilities on Necro which are like well abilities, and they can also turn you around. But like I've had someone in my runs tell me that before as well. But to be honest, I am not 100% certain. De-target, right click. I'm holding it in front of me, so if I need my heal skill, I can use it. I'm 5, so it's gonna be me, and then there's one more in the middle. Cool. And I'm turning around DPS, big DPS, humongous eyeball. Also, if we check out the minimap, you see all these islands? There's no islands on the east side. So if you don't know where to run during his... Or was it me? I thought it was me who accidentally gave the boost. If you don't know where to run, you can just run to this whole side. He's never going to be at that side when he jumps to the island. Cool, that is a flawless 100 cm and a flawless 99 cm. This group is very, very strong. Very, very good. Like, it's not every day you see a Hollowsmith. I feel like Hollowsmiths are probably some of the craziest gamers in Fractals. Just because the class is like, what is it? It's kind of like, I feel like it's playing at the high roller table at the casino is what a Hollowsmith is. You're constantly trying to maintain really high, or I don't know what it is, but you have this like charge bar and you want to be really high on this charge bar. But if you overcharge it, you lose all your DPS. You're just cooked. So it's quite a like juggling game of maintaining this high stacks by being in hollow, like it's like hollow mode or something. I don't know. But if I was to recommend one DPS class that was like insane mode, go play Hollowsmith, you know. You can do crazy damage on it, but it's also like, it's kind of scary. Alrighty, 98 cm, Sunqua Peak. Amazing Fractal because you get to skip to the end. I think I said that last time, but incredible. We can run up a little bit before it. Dude, this rifle is crazy. I'm gonna call 66%, so that means I'm gonna take the juicer. Very nice when you get dash quite close like this. I'm gonna skip my other skills just so I can try and ramp some of my damage a bit better because I got my Lotus power and I got my elixirs off and I got a pistol too off, so that's good enough for me. Here, one person can stay in the middle. It's one of those two, and it's both. They're both 1 HP, but they are gaming. Cool. I got my second pistol 2 off. We phase the boss. I'm gonna pop my white mantle portal, and we can wait to see where the meteors send us. Cool. They're gonna send us this way. We're gonna follow it. Generally, people try and make their way to the door. I'm just gonna wait here for a moment. And then I'm gonna go to the door. And then I should be able to drop my portal here. As soon as these shockwaves overlap with us, we can take the fort. Like now, you see those extra meteors that were on the group don't follow us, you know? It's sort of like a neat little timing that just is very visual and works out well. Dodge away because the thing explodes. Careful not to get knocked by that. And typically people DPS this boss on the right side. I don't know why. It's just like you could go left, but people tend to prefer the right side. You just sort of sidestep all the AoEs that way. We are very stacked on this side. They're gonna stay. Yep. All right. He didn't want to tank it that time because it was a bit scary. He nearly popped like a pinata. Oh, we're going this way. Sometimes people always go to the door, but typically just follow where to go. Oh, I want it. It's taking it from me. My tether, man. Oh, yes. Oh. Okay, I really need to give it 7 stacks. Perfect. That's right when you want to really give it away. Let me give my... As a Harbinger, I feel like this is such a strong ability, you know. Get a little bit of... I think you get some protection from it. So maybe it helps with the greens. And I've got no more title bargains, so... I'm going to look at our health pool. Oh! Oh! None of us. Is he DC'd? No, he's here. Often that green, that last green, people will run with the group in order to stay stacked and DPS the boss while running to the corner. Oh gosh, I'm gonna be careful. I don't want them to dodge into me. And this is probably the bit where you really want to pump DPS the hardest. The water reflection, like water tornado thing. It's not a nice phase to get stuck in, and we just one shot it. Incredible job. As soon as you see that dialogue, you can GG, by the way. Solo first and left Sunno. Or Juicer. Scourge. I assume he's asking if the... Oh, can you solo? I thought he just said solo. No, DPS right. Okay, I golem. Alright, so sometimes the healer is so juiced on CC. For instance, I think this is a heal firebrand. I haven't been paying attention enough. I believe so. It's so juiced that they can solo CC these sorrows. In this case, he says no, DPS right. So essentially, he's saying, I can't solo CC. I'm gonna dash out. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. You can typically stand in the corner there. I was kind of too scared to turn around. Frozen in my boots right there. Yeah, it's sort of like you can find a way to squish everybody in there. Better safe than sorry, you know. Alright, 66%. There's going to be one sorrow, and I believe our healer is chilling on it. Yeah, it is a support firebrand because they're running to it. Nice, they got it. He is coming in, so be aware. Back pedal a little bit. Nice. See, that guy just exploded. I don't know if he got hit by the fear or if the Condis were too much. He is a bit low, so... Oh, 30% already. They didn't even go to the edge. So this group is... I'm 100% getting carried right now. Just 3, 5... Oh, I don't have my shroud up. Yeah, that was a bit worrisome. I thought I had my shroud and I could shroud 5. If we had a DPS meter, I am certain that it would be showing insanely high numbers right now, because typically, I swear, you don't usually go from 66 to 33% without any dashes to the side or anything. The DPS must be insane. Cool, but that's Sunqua Peak. That's Sunqua Peak, I guess, if you're in a really, really strong group. Obviously, if you're learning, I guess that's something to strive for, but to be honest, I don't even know if I'd belong in this group at this point. This is kind of insane. But yeah, I guess it's a great example to see how smoothly it can go once your DPS is high enough. Like, yeah, like it's sort of, and interestingly, you notice how, like, the group, when those fears came out, the group was very comfortable just backpedaling. Like, they're not panicking. And on a lot of spreads, they're not panicking. They're not wildly dodging around when they're both too stacked in the middle. Like, they're just kind of, they have experience in the fight, so they know what's going to come up after most of the attacks. They can recognize the pattern. So it's a very cool thing to see, like, very strong players just clearing content like that. Here, I do want to bring Artillery Barrage, and hopefully I can remember to pop it at 66%, because it's kind of nice, I think, personally. I'll call 66% because I think it's just good to try and contribute. Alrighty. I can chuck my mine a little bit further away. And then because that is nice. If you put it too close, it's sort of like a... Alright, 66% came off very quickly. So it's nice to have this inventory already open, so you just are ready to click it. Yeah, with the precasting, it's really nice to do a throw mine, and then your minefield. You typically throw your mine just like kind of a little bit off the boss, because the hitbox of throw mine when you activate it is actually very strong. Coming up to the 4th island, I'm going to open this as I launch over there. Try and dodge through that, and yeah, set the portal down. DPS the boss. Alright, artillery barrage. I don't know if it matters, but I think... Oh my gosh, we're going to phase before... Oh, I thought we were going to phase before we even could dash anywhere. I wonder if artillery barrage can like give him a little bit of extra something, like damage as he's dashing through the middle. We're just gonna run around, knock these anomalies. Is it the second anomaly who always evades? I think it might be. These are some awesome... See, this is part of the reason why fractals are so cool, because I feel like the more you play it, the more you sort of see these little ways to optimize your run. Oh, he's evading as well. Maybe it's when they crouch down they are evading. I could Google this, or I could scour the internet. That was very, very clean. Very, very nice. Very, very clean. In that last, so we still have stability, even just running to the exit. In that last 33%, as he's doing spin to win in his sort of big purple hammer mode, you need a lot of stability there, because every time those like attacks hit you, it's gonna knock you away. It's kind of miserable if there's no stability, but it is doable. Like, definitely doable, and you can block and you can time your dodges to get a nice burst in while not being knocked around and CC'd a pole punch. But stability, if you got a good stability application right there, you are frying. I can pre-cast my mines. This dragon hunter, I believe, is also doing similar. He's got crazy burst. I wonder if this Firebrand's gonna tome 3 skill 3. Is it gonna come out? It's like a nice bubble for this. Oh, our DPS is so humongous it doesn't actually matter. Wait, did they? No, they are. Yeah, I thought they swapped both of them to Dragon Hunter. That'd be really funny. Yeah, super speed is really nice. I can just bounce around with my special action key, because it resets every time I bounce the ball. Elite employee. I don't know how you get that title, but that's crazy, man. Here you're meant to kill these ads, but you can just run over here and jump onto this rock with your special action key. That does tend to happen. Nice. Alrighty. No, I'm gonna. Do I just call it? Do I just call? I don't even think I need to call it. Like, the CC is so insane. Oh, I need to take this. All right. Elite Mortar Kit is very nice on this fractal. Specifically the. All right, I was a little too close. I can special action key here to sort of un-CC myself, and I do have the bomb, but it doesn't actually matter. We phase before the bomb even goes off. That's crazy, man. Oh, I should 2 and 4 there. Alrighty, I think I get this, yeah? Yeah, with your mortar kit, you get a little bit extra CC, I believe, with this poison. Is it poison? It might be chilled. The blindness, actually. Either way, I need to damage the boss. I should stop looking at tribute. Cool, wherever the purplish is going, over there, nice. There is an anomaly spawning in the middle, but again, we are not gonna do that. DPS is very high. It's insanely high. They're bloody melting it. I'm gonna try and just CC everything and hopefully that is alright. Alrighty, how much you got? Someone did it for me, sweet. What do I have? You? Mine kit. 3. Alrighty. On this slam attacks, the support, like the heal firebrand, is giving perfect Aegis and stability every time. It's really nice. 6% special action key to the boss. We're gonna get it. That's honestly crazy. Cool. This is, I think, what people talk about when, you know, it's sort of an interesting perspective because people say like tier 4 fractals are so nice. Once you hit tier 4, like compared to tier 3 or tier 2 and below, like it's like, oh, tier 4s is where it really gets cool because groups are so much better. And it's like, they are better, but also they're better because everyone in the group is prepared. And that should generally include the player, like, playing the video game, you know? It's kind of... it doesn't just get easy. Like, you can definitely get carried, but it's more so like, as you get up the tiers, you generally also improve as a player. It is possible to not improve as a player. If you're not trying or you're not trying to learn. But I think, you know, it's a very hard. Most people will not end up in that scenario. You know, here, special action key when cool. There's no dome behind me, so I can just. I should have been attacking throughout that, but I am slow. This is also why mortar kit is really nice in this fractal. You can get the tether, drag it to the corner, and then knock it into the pillar. But if you have the mortar kit, you can just explode, like range DPS it, you know. Dodge out of that. Cool. There's an anomaly. DPS is great. You're just frying everything. Is there a ball on it? I'm not sure, so I'm going to special action key. Awesome. Other solar blooms. I'm just doing whichever at this point, you know. So the order for it, I should mention, in general, it's solar blooms, CC him with your special action key, and then the anomaly will spawn quite often. Our DPS is so crazy high. There I special action keyed in order to not die because I actually dodged backwards with the laser beam. Our damage is so high that the anomaly is not often spawning after the solar blooms and the CC, but quite often it will be, yeah, it's sort of like the rhythm is 80% you'll do solar blooms, then he'll need CCs, so you special action key, and then the anomaly will spawn and you'll burst the anomaly. This is a very, very, very good group. What a pumper run. What a day to have Arkk DPS not work, you know. It's there was the patch, I think, and for a couple of things they did, like they gave this homestead thing. To be honest, I didn't really pay attention, but yeah, they did a patch and the Arkk DPS is broken. Cool, 96 CM challenge mode. Often groups won't even boon stack at this; they just run in because it's not even like what. I'm just running in. I'm sending it. None of this boon stacking. Oh, I tried to dodge. I would block something that wasn't. Oh, dodge that. Dodge again. Will we GG? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, we're GGing. I've been with a couple groups recently where they don't GG, you know? And it's interesting. Maybe I bring artillery barrage. I'll do it at the... where do I do it? Second night? First night? Third? I feel like second night. First initially will be crazy. Alright, I'm gonna trust. Oh, we hit the insta CC, so didn't even need the... Alright, there's the first night. Oh, if they don't Aegis us or stability, yeah, we got pulled it. Oh, I thought it was gonna be a quick one. Kind of a cooked artillery barrage right there. I think it might still be hitting Mama, but who knows? Alrighty. Yes, boss at 30%, there's going to be a big poison field underneath her. Like this, and 25% that last knight is going to spawn. If you're wondering about the order for the knights, it is far, left, and then right, I believe. Be sure. On that attack, you generally want to try and save your dodge, so you dodge in. I went too early there, so I should have just held my dodge and then dodged into her. It's generally the better way to do it. Cool! And then now time for the memeiest section of 96 CM. I still love this CM. This section, it gets me every time. I think I might still die, but we'll see. Are they pulled? Oh gosh, I didn't pull them. Come on, gamers. Come on. Pull these guys into the lobby. This hallway? Kind of humongous DPS. Very nice. Makes it very, very chill. And sweet, capture these points. Pretty nicely. Okay. The question is, do I try and find my... I should help. The novelty. I got a, like a... something. What was it? A potion that turns me into one of the knights. Also, if you take Elite Mortar Kit here, which I have taken and not actually used effectively, you can pull these guys from the start into the doorway. Jeez, this is awful. He's too close. Oh! Downstate DPS! Oh. You got him. I wasn't locked in enough. Yeah, if you're actually not yapping like I was about some novelty, when you stand in this entry hallway, you can Elite Mortar Kit onto the high ground up here from the low ground, and it pulls them down onto the sort of steps, and you can really make it a lot easier. There it was tricky, like he was just sitting in the bomb area, and it was kind of wacky. I want to see if I can find a thingamajig. Held items. I feel like it's in the novelties. Is it empty? It's empty. Oh, chairs. I have to click it. Okay. I've never... Endless Friendship Tonic. Alrighty. There we go. I think I can be this guy. Combat Tonic. And it might make my experience a bit nicer. This is just a personal preference thing, because as Char, you're a bit of a large boy. Your hitbox is actually, I'm pretty sure, exact same as every other class. But can I use it? How do I use it? Your hitbox is the exact same. You're not actually larger, but it can feel a bit hard to like know where you are, you know? Alright, novelty? What do I do? Here it is. I am now a knight. we'll wait the pre-trap. I'm going to run, I guess, artillery barrage. I think I need to redo my novelty. Yep. Hey. Hey. Artillery barrage. I'm going to take the. Here we've got markers. Logan Bane. Hey, maybe it's in Australian. Yeah. So we got markers north, east, south, and west. At 66%, we're going to go to those markers. At 33%, we're going to go to those markers and then attack the ad to the right of it. And it's generally the vibe. Big CC coming out right here. Cool. Amazing first phase. I changed my marker and my brain kind of lagged. You're going to kill these guys along the edges. Once you do, he's then vulnerable in the middle again. And I should dodge that. Alrighty, I was scared I was gonna get animation lock. It's not the worst thing in the world if you're in that big AoE, but to be honest, it's the one big attack you kind of want to dodge in this fight. Because it just spawns a couple of extra ads that do a lot of damage and can make your healer's job. It's sort of like it exposes you as well. I'm gonna use my artillery barrage even if it means I lose DPS. I brought it. I must use it. You know. Okay, on this one, what do I bring? Go with the mortar kit, I guess. I'm gonna try and just DPS. Have a clean rotation. Try and pre-trap. Well, he's a little bit invulnerable, and then he is not. Alright. Oh, humongous CC there. He's gonna come back, so we just wait. It's kind of really nice, you know, as you do this fractal more and more, you'll recognize when you have to go up to the boss and hit him, and when you can just chill. Alrighty, this is why I use the tonic, guys, because I feel small. I feel like a skinny human. With the char, it's a bit chunky, you know, I can't really tell where my center of my player model is, but it can be a bit nicer with a smaller player model, I feel like. Well, maybe not. I've never tried with an Azura character on this, but maybe you'll have to try yourself. See if it helps. If you're a char gamer and you feel too chunky, give it a whirl, I guess. Accidentally cancelled my grenade kit. 5. Not sure if that block was entirely necessary. Here we go, so typically they'll Aegis that big AoE slam, and then we dodge the ghost slam. Oh, I'm staying there. Kind of me trolling there, I feel like I could have run to the other one. I'm going to jump through that. Probably not a great idea. Oh boy. I'm low. Ah! I'm staying alive. Dodge in. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're alive. If you go down, you lose your novelty, but that's okay because there's no more capturing the flag. Going well. This is a very good run. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get him before he even goes to the corner. Whoa, that's crazy! Yo, I've never seen that. Alrighty, guys. That's insane. I wish I had the Arkk DPS for this run. We'll do Rex after T4 if anyone wants to stay. Well, guys, that is a very, very, very fast group. Oh. Were we fast? We're at 50 minutes. Guys, well, I think it is. It felt fast. I mean, look at the DPS that we were doing. You can't actually see it, but the vibes were definitely there. I am gonna probably just leave it there. The tier 4s are tier 4s, so you know, I think eventually I'll make some videos with some tier 4s. But really, this is just to be a focus on the challenge modes. Very fortunate in this run to have such a strong group. If you are making groups or you're learning, I think it's expected at the start you not to have such smooth runs. But yeah. That was, yeah, challenge modes for the fractals. Thank you. If you got any feedback or anything that I missed or just said that was wrong, which I think is very possible, let me know. And otherwise, thanks. Bye.